And how y'all doing today? Sorry about not streaming in the morning, honestly. It was bad. How y'all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, no, I was in a hey, I'm almost passing out kind of situation. So it kind of became a case of how unsafe are you trying to be? And I'm just kind of running around at the moment, doing a little bit of a, let's call it, carry operation. Just a little bit of banking the ash, so that, on things that it's building up on. But yeah, we've got a good few things we need to automate for great justice. One of them being ash, dealing with ash, because I've been watching other people's playthroughs of it, and that seems to be the number one thing that they spend a lot of time doing, is dealing with ash and not catch them. So Oh, right, I never, God, I gotta refill this. The other thing is, I upgraded our copper, as you can see here. It's okay. Using a Hell mod, I figured out how much of just straight like this I need copper furnaces, and I would need 30 copper furnaces. Nope, not doing that much. That's just too much. So it is what it is. Make it work. Make it make it handle itself. Same thing with the iron. I need for a full belt of iron, I would of iron crushed, from processed ore. I would need 100 of those furnaces. That's not reasonable in the slightest in early game. And not to mention my starting ore patch is not going to support that. Well, that's kind of why I blueprinted up the next closest ore patch. I haven't built it, but it is blueprinted up with, for iron production. If I can ever get over here, because I forget how slow I walk. Yeah, it's all blueprinted up. It's as utilized as I can get it without ridiculous, hey look, I've got one spot that I'm covering. This patch is supposed to be 10 million, which is a lot more than I've got on my starting iron ore patch. A lot. So hopefully it'll last us a while once we get it up and running. There's another for 31 and another over here for 16. I won't say we're already reaching the point that we're going to need to start hoping and dreaming for trains, although honestly we do need to hope and dream for trains. At the moment, I need to work on getting some decent, how to call it, do I have any lights? I really would like some light over here. My power is not sufficient. Let's see how deficient we are at the moment. Why are you so deficient? Are these backing up? One of them was. Give the ash a moment to catch up. But yeah, power is a consistent problem for us right now. Yes, I can just continue to build this out. Not sure if I should, or if I should just lean more into the wind, wind power. That's really all I've got available right now is literally coal burning and wind power. So I kind of have to lean into it, I guess. Don't really want to, but kind of have to. So we'll add another, it's not enough, nowhere near enough. Especially once we get our industry up to the point where we're actually going to be running things continually instead of them running in spurts because I ran out of power somewhere and because something got clogged up. It'll run for now. Hopefully it won't get too out of hand. Power's going to be a problem until God, I don't know how far in the future. Like if we go, I need to get my research going again. It's stalled out again. Like, I'm not even sure where better. I mean, when we hit electric mining drills, we are going to run into a power problem for sure, because then we're going to be trying to run a lot of things constantly. Like, I'm not sure where our next tier of power is supposed to come from, other than just better burning. Oh, geothermal. All right. What? Regenerative heat exchanger. That gets what is the wait. What is the point of warm stone bricks? What is the point of warm stone bricks? That seems like the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Why do I want hot stone bricks? Jesus Christ. Oh my God, there's so much. What? Alright, so what this will give us the ability to do is make really effing hot steam. To run through the steam engines instead of the regular steam. But that's also a tier 2. Tier 2 research. Yeah, today, God, our power is going to be hell on wheels for a while. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that, If you pull up the planner here, I've got one for iron set up. I only need 48 of the advanced foundries, but they're electric. If I switch here, it's still 48. Is it worth it though? If I had access to in fact, let's look around here. I've got the gas ones coming up soon. That only needs 12. But I need diesel to run it. How do you make crunchy diesel? Okay. Do I have a recipe? Hey Slim, how you doing? Do I have a recipe for diesel? Oh, shoot. Come on, Cam. There we go. That's weird. Why did you do that? Oh, how you doing, man? How's getting the setup back up and running coming? So we have the ability to make syngas from coal gas. God, I need to find out if I have a recipe for diesel, or if there's one coming soon. I mean, I know shale oil doesn't have one. It's just light, heavy, and condensates. Do I have a recipe coming for diesel? I'm getting ready to have to die. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So the first thing you learn how to make when you unlock the secondary crusher recipe, one of the first, the secondary crusher machine, the first thing you learn how to make in it is dirt. Specifically, how to make more dirt from limestone. You put in 3 limestone and 2 soil, and you get out 3 soil and 2 stone. What? Why? Why is that a thing? That I swear this recipe better... Yeah, I was about to say that better be in the secondary crusher. Let's see. Crushed coal is 6 megajoules over the 3 you get from regular coal or raw. Oh. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. Okay, I need to get my research going again. I wonder what I'm missing to keep it going. What ran out? Looks like it was some iron. Well, iron over here too. Difference is, got a little bit of a backlog on the planner, so I can wait just a minute to do those. Of course, you're out again. So Slim, today, if you're still here, Slim, my goal today is to progress. We won't call it... God, I can't really call it anything other than progressing. Hate to say it, I can't really call it anything but just progressing. It's neither great nor... it's neither hot, high or low end stuff. It's just progressing. I think since I don't have the gas furnaces yet, they're here, and you gotta, I need the tier 2 science pack anyway to get those. We'll do this in old schools. We won't use new furnaces yet, the electric ones. Yeah, it means I'll have to do some black magic with this is gonna be tough. How? Okay, this is actually a little asinine. I need just 2 splitters to make this easy. Is there any way I can do it? I mean, who says I need to go space effective? Me, because I'm... Wait, I'm overthinking this. I already have to have a funky output. There's no need to complicate my input any more than necessary. We can do a full 48. We can do a full 48 stack. We can do a full 48. It, weirdly enough, will not be as difficult as it feels like. This is gonna feel hateful because instead of doing an... Ooh, actually... Because it's going to be manifold style instead of a distributed system. Ooh, I might only want to do 24 here. I mean, not 12, but 24. I think it's going to be worth it for this one to just be 24 instead of 48. Because while it does mean I'm going to be outputting less, the flip side to that is I only have a 15. I only have currently max, and I know I'm not going to be meeting that continually, 15 items on the belt. You know, I don't have that, and it's going to be split halfway with Coles, so at best I'm going to have 8 per second on the belt instead of 15.
too smart for this, but your kiss is temporarily unavailable.
And we've got 2 outputs to deal with from each of these furnaces. So we have to do a little bit of weaving, so to speak. It's not the super cursed 3-color underground belt weaving that I've seen some bigger names do, but it's not going to leave me in a warm fuzzy place doing this.
Just let it burn.
I'll show you what I mean by weaving here. We're gonna be this is the loosest definition of weaving. I've definitely seen real nightmare weaving. Anyone who's seen a Dosh Doshington video knows exactly what I mean. Dude is the master of spaghetti. Yeah, when people talk about the god of scary wiring, they're usually talking about Dosh Doshington. Come on, there we go. Am I really getting German? Okay, I guess this is what I get for choosing the industrial channel. Okay, fair enough. That sounds so much like it should be Rammstein, but it's not. To be fair, I made a mistake there. I forgot I should have marked all 4 of those. And this is a step that I didn't have to take on my on my copper one, because I actually used pure electric for the copper one, but I chose not to use pure copper for the not pure copper. I chose to use the electric furnaces for the copper. Not doing that here. Alright, yeah, I've just been waiting for more iron to build up. We got a lot. Once I have this array fully built, which it's nowhere near ready yet. Which, by the way, we are going to be pulling the ash back this way and taking it down. Thankfully, this doesn't have any, but down here does. And yes, I see you, Power. I'm thinking I want to set up a ash processing over here. I've already, one moment. This is when I normally wake up. Yeah, I got so many things going on in my brain and just... Hey, how you doing, Juicy? So many things going on in my brain, I just don't know what I'm thinking at the moment. I just now learned how to make stone walls. Oh... Does that give me the... No, it doesn't. What? At least you have something. The flavor text for the poor man's wooden fence says, at least you have something. Oh, man. Yeah, Juicy, I've been putting something off for way too long, and now I'm finding myself having to do it. I waited way too long to build up a proper smelting array, and now I feel lost trying to get it done. Especially because I still don't, even though I have it researched, I still don't have access to splitters. Yeah, no, it is legitimately a might as well do it. I put all those backwards. Yeah, so you know how most of the time when you do a smelter array, you do it from the outside in? To take advantage of getting as much yeah, when you don't have splitters, it means you have to do it from the inside out. Unless you really want to work with chests as your splitters. Alright, yeah, I gotta go get... I got coal. Some coal. And let me tell you, you don't realize how much splitters do for you until you don't have them. Yeah, I thought, okay, oh, no splitters isn't gonna be that bad. Nah. You don't realize how useful splitters are until you have miners your stone miners producing two different things. Oh, I did not realize how much that was going to screw with me until it actually started happening. Yeah, no, it is an absolute mind screw, honestly. Some of the things going on with this. It is also extremely frustrating how often these furnaces run out of fuel. And is the whole reason why I did my copper in entirely electrics. Only to find out that, Jesus Christ. Theoretically, I have currently have 42 megawatts of power production, but I swear these freaking multi-bladed fish turbines, it's like they base how much they produce on the time of day instead of the wind. Like, I understand there's a there's variance, but the variance does not seem consistent in the slightest. Like, I understand, yes, that's what variance is, but there's variance, and then there's variance. One's like, oh, hey, you're not quite the most accurate person at cutting that tape, neatly. The other is just something completely different. I swear, it's like the quote unquote variance is more like genetic drift. But yeah, now honestly, I went with the dirt simple solution. Honestly, I went with the dirt simple solution of just make two different two different lanes coming out of it. Also, that's not, I wanted to push it coming this way. Alright, I need to go get more coal. I did scale up a little my coal usage. But honestly, I know mechanically I'm not doing terrible. Hey Yuki, how you doing? I know mechanically I'm not doing terrible other than being behind as shit on my bio stuff. I am behind as shit on that. But it doesn't feel like I'm doing good. which I suppose is half the reason behind Pyanodons, because if you're feeling good about how you're doing in Pyanodons, ugh, yeah, colds. I know it's Pyanodon, so it's like, if you feel good about how you're doing, you're probably doing bad, but this mod'll take it out of you mentally. Alright, I gotta start working on dragging that coal belt up here. Come on. Yeah. No. Robitussin. I'm not going to say anything bad about Robitussin. It's just I don't use a lot of I'm not too fond of using Robitussin because of oh. I'm not sure whether to say congratulations or I'm sorry on that one. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah. Medication does throw a lot of things into chaos. You're right on that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, it's still... Oh. I mean, I've only had to pull the pressure washer. I only ever had to pull the pressure washer out once. Thankfully. 20 years and I only ever needed the pressure washer once. It's always interesting how bad it can get sometimes. That's always been the most ghoulishly fascinating part of it. That's always been the most ghoulishly fascinating part of dealing with it. You know, best way to put it. Because really, at some point, you have to ask yourself the question. How did they have that much in their body? Where does it keep coming from? Oh, well, the only reason we had a pressure washer is because I was also responsible for pressure washing the outside of our store once a week. Also, you've never done weird you want the weirdest shit I ever did in all my years at Taco Bell? I one time had to drag a lawnmower onto the roof to mow the roof. Oh, the smeary kind is the worst. Yeah. The only thing worse than the smeary kind is when it has corn in it. The only thing worse than the smeary kind is when it has corn in it. There is just something about it when it's got corn in it that makes you just go, huh? Huh? Also, how did we get onto the topic of poop? Well, the good news is we're getting closer and closer. More. Yeah, no, fair enough, fair enough. Glad to know my fast food experience is traumatizing enough for everybody. Ooh, I did not want to break you. Alright, so... weirdly enough, I do have a blueprint that I want to use here. Let's see, is this one? No, we'll just stick with this one. And this is an example of what I mean by using a box as a splitter. Nobody wants to have to do it, but you do it when you have to do it. Take a sip. All right. Yeah, no, anytime you got, that poop comes in, as a part of the workplace, it's the worst.
Suffer in silence when you're screaming out loud. I don't know how I'm standing when all I do is stand down, falling to pieces. Take a step back, can't seem to breathe in, breathe out, breathe.
I want to get the smelting array in place before I get the before I get the mining in, because I want to be able to just feed it straight through.
Walking in darkness, blindly blind. I don't know how I'm thinking when I'm losing my mind. Looking for the inside.
Actually, looking at what I've got to work with here, this is wrong. So this is gonna get a little weird, I think.
Don't watch me.
I am trying to keeping things off of my one moment. Had another free views bot pop up. I mean, that's a good record, honestly. The fact that it's just now happening. Of course, that also speaks volumes to how little poop-inducing Bojangles is compared to Taco Bell. That's honestly, I'm not happy about it being that close to it, but also I did not make a so I'm you'd think that Taco Bell would be a lot worse than it is. But thankfully we are in a day and age where most of the people that get the extreme side of the bad luck from Taco Bell, they choose not to go to Taco Bell usually. It's not that that's not a perfect solution, but it is fairly common. It seems to be fairly common for most people that have issues with it to just avoid the place instead of subject themselves to it. Like, seriously. Like, it's like anything else. You learn what you learn what your body does not take kindly to, and you avoid it. Like, what dingus has seen their body violently reject their them eating a food and saying, hey, you know what, I'm going to eat exclusively this for weeks on end. I mean, that's not to say there aren't people who are big enough dinguses to do that, but thankfully I'd like to think that the people stupid enough to do that are fairly few and far between. Please note, this is also me trying to be optimistic about how stupid humanity is. I really shouldn't be that optimistic about it. It's humanity. But yeah, no, yeah. Like they say, a person is smart. People are dumb and panicky. You know, it's like all those jokes about, about zombie apocalypses. Everyone's always like, "Oh, I would do great in a zombie apocalypse. I'd do this, I'd do that." Da, da, da. But then, as soon as those same people are put into a high stress situation where they can't handle things, suddenly they're just like everybody else. It's just a little bit hypocritical, and I find it a little funny. The fact that nobody can definitively say, no, it wouldn't be like that. No, it wouldn't be like this. Bullshit. Mob mentality is something we understand for a reason. Like, I know for a fact, as long as I stay isolated in a zombie apocalypse situation, I could probably get by for a while. But if I had to interact with large amounts of people on a regular basis during it, I would probably have issues. Mostly because there's always that one person who thinks they're better than everyone else. And even if I know I'm not better than everyone else, I'm going to have an issue with somebody who thinks their shit doesn't stink. You know, everybody has their issues. Don't pretend you ain't just like us. Alright, well, this is now ready for the ore to come in. The only thing I'm missing is, closing together the output loop. We are technically ready. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, no, we're not. We need some jaws. If I am cutting, I'm using stone furnaces. Right, I had brain. I'm only using 24, so instead of 48, so I'm only getting 4. What do you mean I need 18 freaking jaw crushers to get enough out of that? What the shit? One moment. Yeah, if you can't tell from me having to keep stepping away like that, it's the time of day I normally wake up. So I am all my alarms are going off. Yeah, I do not have that level of output for my miners, so yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. So less than half. Although okay, so this little piece of delight is called Hellmod, and it is a way to figure out. Oh, it's a way to plan out how many buildings you need for any given production. All right, iron ore. And I am an idiot and I keep using escape to back out of things and it closes Hellmod. If I want 1 yellow belt of iron ore, I need 15. So I built for a single belt with with 1 extra to give me a little extra extra. If I wanted to produce a yellow belt of iron plates here, I would need almost 7 full belts of iron ore coming in. To produce 1.5 to break it down via processing into 4 belts of processed ore. And I'd only need 3 of those belts. I'd only be able to, I'd need 3 of those belts being fed into 90 factories. So 90 divided by 3 sets of 30 to produce 1 belt of iron ore. These ratios do not bring me joy. Let's just leave that at that. So, as such, we will be completely ignoring the ratios because the ratios are bullshit and they're just making me angry. Until we'll wait and build proper ratio to raise until we get middle tier till we really open up the processing instead of just jaw crushers. Now that doesn't mean I'm not still going to build for two more jaw crushers to break down this into, but like if I'm going to be smelting enough iron for a yellow belt, I'm going to like use gas furnaces. Again, I did the stupid, which I'd only need 23 for. I don't have access to gas furnaces yet. That's a big change from iron, from 90. And the nice thing about it is they don't produce ash. So that's, yes, I need crunchy diesel to run them. Diesel, not crunchy diesel, but diesel to run them. But yeah. Or I could just use advanced foundries once I gain the ability to use them, and only need 45 instead of 90. The Mark IIs are electric. Like, if I use the Mark I advanced foundry instead of the Mark II, I still need 90 of them. It's same speed as a regular, and it's like 3 times the floor space. The Mark IIs, which aren't that far off, they're 45. Mark IVs, I only need 23. They're like the gas furnaces. It's a little irritating that happens, but it's a thing. There are a lot worse things that it could be. I can hear my roommate being, throwing things around. Wonderful. Yeah, most of humanity is screwed in a zombie apocalypse, let's be honest. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna go tonight. I'm probably gonna try to go for 2 or 3 hours. But who knows how long I'll end up going. Power poles. So glad I finally Oh, did I do the stupid again? I quite possibly did the stupid again. Upset at myself over that. Oh, that reminds me, I need to go down to the tin stop and see what I can get from it. Yeah, let's take a trip. Oh, that felt anemic. Okay. So this has been running for 12, 16 hours. I use running loosely when you consider everything, but like, yeah. We got the aluminum we needed for evaporators. Ain't not aluminum, tin. I need tin for Moondrop codexes. We can make those now. We can get the stuff we need to get circuit production running built up now, I suppose. We can get a bare minimum we can get a trickle of circuits going. Probably. Mostly a trickle. Like, trickle isn't even being is kind of being nice about it, but we're gonna have to. We need to make moondrops and start processing them because we need clomethane in order to produce formaldehyde, which is used to make the formica needed. Oh, and we also need to get sap production up and running. That's another one gonna be fun. Because sap is... Let's see. A sap tree, honestly, I think I can do sap right now. Without too much trouble. Let's see, to make sap, we need to... What? What? That's... Something about that recipe seems wrong. Close enough. All right. Let's finish. Of course, we're. All right, yeah. Let's get this. Let's get this iron. Let's get this. Let's get this iron mining and assembler and let's get this finished setting up. Honestly, just tear that down. It's going to hold out until we get this handled. Oh yeah, that's right. This has been running near continuously. Slowly, but near continuously. We're getting a small trickle ores over here. Never the plan for it to have huge amounts, but I know SpaceX was supposed to be launching Starship launch number 8 today. Literally right after I started stream. I have no idea whether they succeeded or not. I'll look for it after. I'll find out afterwards. just a lot of inserters now. Oh, and bringing the coal in. I'll just hold on to the stone for now. It's not worth going to the trouble to try to get rid of it. I apologize if I'm not the most talkative right now. At least partially my brain's being obscured by the need to try to figure out what the fuck I did wrong. 'Cause it feels like I've done everything wrong. What? I have 4 iron plates here. This requires 2.7 to make a batch, and it won't let me make one. Citing not enough ingredients. Alright. Oh, we're gonna start, but we're going to try to get the start of our get at least not even get a start. We're gonna try to get a trickle of freaking processed circuits today. don't have a proper decision about what to do with this stone. I mean, I've got enough stone brick for now. Hmm. What am I missing? Just this one? Yeah. It's a trickle. It's a trickle for sure, but we've got iron sort of automated. Like, I definitely am not gonna be the ugliest feckin' thing I've ever done, and I hate myself for even considering it. Where are those two jaw crushers?
You're nothing but a freak of life and a freak of death. Paths of experimentation twist and turn through mountains of miscalculation and often lose themselves in error and darkness.
Action's red line when we are cranking up the Nuraga.
Our bodies are capable of adjusting in ways we've hardly dreamt of. I'm so close now, so very close. We can only find the key. Key to what? Complete transplantations. Be able to transplant limbs and organs. Be able to replace diseased and damaged parts of the body as easily as we replace eye corneas now. So that the new parts will join together as though they were born there. It can be done. It can be done. My new special compound I've created, I'll do it. I know I can do it. Sure, that's what you say. That's what I know. I'm getting fed up with you and your insidious talk. I told people all your existence into a lifetime of agony. Endless you laughing at home. No miserable fool.
Redesign, modify, amplify, stimuli, unafraid of the end. Altered state, activate, Noracam.
The operating room is no place to experiment. He's dead. I can't do any harm. Very well. Corpse is yours. Do what you want to do. All right. Make an opening into the chest cavity. Apply 100 milliamps of current directly to the heart, then massage by hand. I'll handle the brain area.
His pulse is coming back stronger than ever. It's unbelievable.
I think it's unbelievable if you have the nerve to experiment. How's his pulse?
Strong and steady.
My eyes are deceiving me. What you see is real. What's done is done, and what I've done is right.
Alright. It's not a perfect solution, but it does keep it relatively out of the way. Alright. That just begs the question of steel. I'm gonna have to set up steel too. God, that's gonna be frustrating. I might. The thing with steel production, if you can hear me, the one person here. The thing with steel production is it's really, really expensive. So let's take a detour to get the rest of our plants set up, I guess. I do you- Fair enough. All right. Oh yeah. Let's take some time to get more of our All right, so go get some more iron. Even if I'm having to hand feed stuff instead of it being proper automated, I need to get at least a trickle of what's going on down here? Something's going on with our oh. Well, that would explain that. What are we currently using coke for? Brain. I know we're using coke for at least one thing other than steel currently. Screw it, looks like we're using coke for power over here right now. Well, steam over here right now. Alright, where's that seaweed crop facility? Oh, right, this is where I also need coke. All right, right. I need to go grab more coke and feed that into there. Alright, that's automated seaweed production. Alright, now we need to take that seaweed. Good, we've automated sap. We need to take that seaweed and we need to put it into a high pressure furnace with steam. I don't currently have a high pressure furnace, but they're not that expensive. Just some iron and steel and copper. I could have had those going a lot sooner. I was stupid and didn't do them sooner.
Thoughts swim in black holes. A multiverse of minds I write. Divide and multiply by none. Shared scraps of one soul. The blindfold tears into the eyes. Scream with the voices of no one. Stare through the mirror of the self to find zero. Reflect the face of someone else. Force flex the engines. Courtship of chemical and grown. Locked into unions of demand. Tissue to tendon. Unhealed to seal my catacomb. Secrete the soul from rancid land. Step through the mirror of the self to find zero. Reflect the face of someone else to find zero. Stare through the mirror of the self.
Of course, always just a little shy on some iron.
Reflect the face.
And I've still got to build like a dozen freaking a dozen of these solid separators for ash production. Might not even get to that today. That might be tomorrow's stream. I went too far. All right, we have agar being made.
In the sea of night where my soul is real, broken visions let the darkness heal, and the dream of a life will surely reside. I can hear your heart, I can touch your skin, feel the whole world breathing from within. I can live it here forever inside.
I suppose it does help if I have power.
In the sea of night where my soul is real, broken visions let the darkness heal, and the dream of a life will surely reside. I can hear your heart, I can touch your skin, feel the whole world breathing from
Oh, jeez. Are you... Are you telling me I don't have enough? Oh my god. What even is this loop? What even is this loop? Holy shit. So, if everything goes perfectly, I should never need to use this recipe more than twice. After that, I should be able to run this once and then start running this. Pushing the moon drops into here to produce additional seeds to go into here. Well, the thing is, running this recipe also leaves me some moon drops behind that then have to be pulled out and then pushed back in. All without priority splitters. Yet. Alright. Well, I need to go get more tin in order to continue to make our nightmare fuel of a botanical setup. Might as well refuel everything while I'm at it over there. I've realized I've had the game audio off this entire time. I apologize. Give me just a minute. I need to use the can. Sorry about that. Alright, if everything goes right, that's the last codex I should need. In other words, I'm probably going to have to make 5 more, but we'll beat that animal to death when we come across that instance.
Oh, snap.
Honestly, I should probably go make another one of these. Because instead of being able to carry one around for my next organic project, I'm going to need to keep one down all the time. Another one down. So I think I'd rather... That is not a great solution, what I had there just then, but it's what I had available, so. Also, I realized research hasn't moved in a while. I'm really, really not concerned with it at the moment. I can't do any more research at the moment, so. I should clarify. The research I've got remaining to be done is not as important as getting what I've got here going. So, sorry, moving around, shifting things. Theoretically, I should be able to just put 5 of these into that botanical nursery. And the other 3 I've got into here. like, this should work, although clearly I need to add more, I need to improve my moon drop output. Going to be slow as shit. Until I get enough cycles loop that I can boost this, fill that up. I just kind of want to see how well this goes off. Hey, thank you, for Fiery Boy, for the follow. I am trying to get back to learn Pyanodons. Evening. Hope everything's been good for you this evening. This is not my normal time slot, by the way. I'm normally a morning streamer, but my actual job freaking ran me. Fair enough. My actual job ran me down so much last night that I just kind of said, F this. I'm gonna stream at night instead. Yeah, I've got so much work to do trying to get circuits today. Well, I got my basic mining and smelting, copper and iron going, but it's so painful. It's so painful without splitters. Having to do everything without splitters up until you get circuits. Yes, they are. You don't realize how much you miss them until you don't have them. But it's like you really don't realize how much you miss splitters until you don't have them anymore. What am I missing for this? Really? Seedlings? Oh, it's the moss. Right. I need the coke for that. That's right. That's what I need the coke for. I'm not up to the more advanced copper processing. I'm still the bare minimum, super basics, like legitimately. Honestly, it's a crime that I'm using the electric furnaces for that. my power is... Yeah. Yeah, no, but it's functional. It gets me enough copper to get me, to get things going. I'm still on the first research. Like, I'm stalled out right now because I need to build circuits. I mean, you want to see my iron? My iron's pretty dumpster fire, honestly, in my opinion. That's my iron. Oof. It just got so bad to the point that I said, F this, I need to improve it. I gotta take this down still. This is what I was using for iron off of 2 jaw crushers. Yeah, that's Factorio in a nutshell. Hey, you got an improvement. Time to rebuild your whole setup. What coal processing? I don't have that yet. Or rather, I literally only have coal processing going for the purpose of getting tar. That's the only reason I have any coal processing. Hey, did you finally finish your first run? Yes, you did. Did this run? Did not get enough to run. Okay, guess that means you're gonna come out of here and go into here. Trying to get enough to bootstrap the loop here. I've only got 2 and 2. Trying to get enough Moondrop going to bootstrap that into sustainability. Yeah, the advice that was given to me is don't overbuild. When you're when you're in, prior to like the 2nd or 3rd science, just the minimum to get it going. Of course, you also run into the problem of coal gas. You're pretty much your first liquid gas. Liquid fuel. It's technically a gas, so tailing ponds won't do anything for it. Yeah, Coke is a lot better, but it's also used in so many recipes. It's used in so many recipes, I came to the conclusion of it is not worth my time to use it as a fuel. It is more cost effective for me to just use coke as an ingredient and raw coal as fuel. Like, maybe I would get, maybe I would get more from it if I was using coke. Definitely would do better for my power, but flip side, I'd have to constantly, my power would be limited solely by my ability to process coal. All it would take is my coal gas not needing to be, my coal gas not needing to be used somewhere, and my power supply backs up. Well, my power supply is short. Processed fuels are nice as long as you can guarantee it's not going to become a shortage. So I chose to just roll with the raw. Yeah, it means I kind of have to run around with and dump it in things because I'm very, very decentralized currently. Like, I'm taking the Doshington outlook on my base. This is my starter base. I'm just using this to bootstrap. Yeah. I'm using this to bootstrap up to like the second or third science, and then I'll build my real base. In reality, I'll probably rebuild my base 2 or 3 times, minimum. Yeah, I am realizing that bootstrapping moon drops into sustainability is going to be a challenge. Especially if I need to do this at scale. Which I'm going to need to if I'm, for science. Because, what is it? I think I have it yet, but, yeah, I need 50 simple circuit boards for the research center, which, to be fair, is a one-time build each. But, yeah, no, that, yeah. There's a lot of spaghetti. I can't wait until I unlock electric mining drills. I just need that starter patch of iron to last me until I get electric mining drills. If it'll last me that long, I'll be able to... I've got a 31 million here, a 10 million that I've got blueprinted up for coal for burner miners if I have to, and another 16 over here somewhere here. So I have other options for iron. I'm just trying to hold off on them as long as possible. If I can get through into second science on my first one, I'll be happy. But yeah, this is not my normal time for streaming. Not at all. God, you were so slow. God. Almost there. All right, we'll see if this works how I think it will. Here in a moment. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was that was a big one. Yeah, and ooh, actually, we're gonna put you here. Oh, now. Every little bit helps. Every little bit, every one of those I put in there helps. Yeah. And I'm splitting I'm splitting my my seeds with the hope of being able to send off for the methane when I need to, when I'm ready to. Honestly, with how slow these are, without filling them up completely, I'm kind of tempted to say for full sustainability, I'd need like 20 of these, 30 of these set up. That's kind of terrifying. It's, I hope later on you get a better methane recipe. In fact, let's look that up. Now I'm interested to find out. Yeah, this is the one we've got. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, no, they should be. Powdered biomass. Okay, fair enough. That's actually better than what we've got, Alright, so powdered biomass in a destructive distillation column is probably going to end up being my long term once I unlock it. This one kind of bothers me. Okay, that name is just wrong. That name is just wrong. The name of the animal is Fagnets. That's not right. What? What do you mean? What do you mean one of the late game recipes is turning lamps into methane? With a 95% chance to recover the lamp. This has got to be a joke recipe here. This has got to be a joke recipe. Fiery, are you seeing this? They is making methane and oxygen from throwing a lamp in water into a greenhouse. That is bizarre, that one. That one at least makes, well, no. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Manure into a bioreactor. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Oh, that's all the way stage 2. We're still at stage 1. That's a ways off. Some of these confuse me. But they're there. I'll probably end up using some of them at some point. Definitely will. I'm getting one extra every cycle right now, so as long as I'm still getting that extra, I want to cram that into the greenhouses. In fact, I should probably make a second or third greenhouse. But I'm gonna wait to make more greenhouses until I've got splitters so I can properly distribute things neatly. But yeah, no, I'd probably need to be, shit. God, that would need to be like, I'd need like, 20 or 30 of these to produce that volume for, I think. So yeah, definitely am going to be exploring, alternate methods to get methane pretty early, if I can help it. Let's see, looks like I'm quite a ways away off from any improved methane methods. Like, good ways. Oh, better wind power. Might get... God, I wish this one was sooner. Oil power. Yeah, it's kerosene, which isn't... I wish this one was a lot sooner. Hmm. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff coming up. Like what? Wait. There's a recipe to turn skin into lead. And meat into tin. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little bizarre even by Factorio standards, I think. Oh, I'm all out of it. Just plain water, I guess. I mean, 2/3 of the way through Tier 2, you get access to trains, so... Literally, I'm just gonna limp this base along, spaghettifying it until I get access to trains. Throw everything I can into production of the required stuff for trains, and lean hard on a train base. Maybe not going full city blocks, but definitely train basing. Posture check. Thank you. Oh. Come on, camera. Square up. There we go. I'm sorry, Slim. At the moment, I am kind of waiting for this thing to crawl along. But thank you for reminding me to check my posture. This thing is so slow right now. Hope it goes, it's getting faster with every successive operation, but until it's faster, it's not faster. Come on. They legitimately, I don't know how consistent it's going to be currently. So it's like, yeah, I could start building the stuff that relies on it, but then I'm gonna... Oh, alright. I very much like crafting and survival games. I'm not going to deny that. Puzzle games can be pretty fun too. Brain teasers sometimes. It really depends on what the game's theme is. Oh, did I get another cycle? I did. Oh, I didn't get enough seeds that time. I very much enjoy my my survival games and crafting games. Puzzles most of the time. And it really depends on the theme of the game as far as wanting to try out a new game. Slowly getting faster. Just not fast enough. Alright, yeah, now I can't wait I can't keep waiting. I need to get a paper mill, I need a pulp mill up and running, if nothing else, because that's what I need to make the Formica. I wish I could get, I just want the simple circuits so badly. Once I get access to simple circuits, things will be so much nicer. Oh, is how's Ghost stream been going? Or is he done already? Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Ooh, what? Alright, we got the, pulp mill. What's the name of the game? Lost Skies. Feel like I've seen that in the store. All right. What I'm reading is actually kind of fire. Yeah. I'm not going to download it now because I'm on stream and I don't want to mess with my bandwidth. But yes, I am very interested in that. I hate that these aren't reversed. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, now where... How fast are you two using... You're using 100, you're using... You're not using... You're producing 100 every time. But you're taking almost a minute and 40 seconds to do an operation. You're taking 5 seconds. Slim, I still think you would have a blast with this game. Why is this on pretzel? What? Hey, Slim got some. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go on this today, but I'd like to at least get Formica going. Even if it's run things from halfway across the map to one spot. Hey, nice horsey. This is where that pulp mill comes in handy. Alright, I gotta go grab copper, but I also... That, we managed to find the most bizarre freaking odd music for this section. I am definitely going to have to deal with copyright issues today. Alright, Right, well that is our first piece of Formica. That really is 1.5K What the shit? Oh my god. That thing is so expensive. We're almost at the limit of what I can justify spending on today. We're gonna finish this crafting. You know, sometime in the next 30 years. And then call it a day. Plastics, aromatics, and syngas. All right. Sorry, I am a little tired today at the moment. That is the best way to describe how I feel at the moment. Just one item keeping everything from going. God. Well, at least we got plastics out of the way. God, I am actually a little more than a little tired. This is what happens when you wake up early and then just space out. Hydrate. Alright. Alright. Hydrate time. God, it's just like... Definitely think on, after I get the, almost there. We've almost got our PCB maker. Finally. First PCB factory. Finally, we have a PCB maker. After 10,000 years, we have a PCB maker. Factory. Now we just need a chip shooter and all of the components for it. Guess we'll do those tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow morning. Also gotta work on our power. Definitely gotta work on our power. Yeah, gotta really work on our power. Ah, and once again, everything is being blocked out by Coke. I stand by my statement of early game Coke is the most important thing to produce in mass. Not for fuel, but for materials. It's the easiest way in the early game to get CO2 and with lime production, so having having it automated early on is just so nice. We ran out of flowers again. Okay, alright. No biggie. Just feels weird knowing that when I build whatever pseudo bus I end up making, I'm going to have flowers on my bus. It just feels weird. Alright, well the only thing keeping me from having a chip shooter right now is just waiting on PCB substrates. which is honestly legitimately waiting primarily on formaldehyde, weirdly enough. How do you output vacuum? How do you get a full input of a vacuum? Alright, yep. It's time to call it a day. I need to get a few more hours of sleep because I only got like 4 and then woke up at a horrifically early time, so. Alright, I will see you guys in the morning. Catch you later. Peace.